What do you need to do to land your first cybersecurity job? Let's talk about it. Now, listen. No matter how well prepared you are, no matter how flawless your resume is, or how great your interviewing skills are, none of this matters unless you can actually get to speak with somebody who needs to hire you, someone who has the pain to hire. Now, getting a job is a numbers game. The more interviews you do well in, the better your chances of getting a good job offer. If you work hard and you demonstrate your skills in many successful interviews, securing a great job offer will be straightforward. But there's something that you need to do. Let me tell you a story. There was this guy. Okay. So he was sending his resume, applying for jobs on LinkedIn, on Indeed, and all these job sites, and also emailing his resumes. But he wasn't getting any positive feedback until he did this one thing, right? And when he did this for 2 weeks. So he would phone companies and ask to speak with the hiring manager for this specific role that he had seen the job posting for, to introduce himself to them. And when he spoke with them and just have doing that over and over again, it got him an interview. I think there's just something so, and he got a job through that process. There is just something about doing something different than what everybody is doing. I see something that people do all the time on LinkedIn is they see a job posting that somebody posted or someone shared, and they comment on the post and they're like, I'm interested. And I laugh because to myself, I laugh. I'm like, okay, cool. Because what you're doing, so many other people are doing that. As an employer, if I'm looking to employ someone, I'm looking for someone who is already demonstrating that they're going to show up to work, they're going to be proactive. That's not being proactive. Commenting on that post like everybody else and saying, I'm interested, is not being proactive. Also, spraying your resume to someone that you haven't built a connection with, someone that you haven't built a friendship or a relationship with, isn't going to set you apart either. And these are the mistakes that people make. So today, I just really want to share something with you that's definitely going to help you, especially if you're looking for that first cybersecurity job. I also want to take the moment to empathize to say that I know that the market's really hard right now. There's been a lot of layoffs. The economy isn't really good. There's recession, there's inflation, the prices are high. You still got to pay your rent, but probably the money isn't coming in. And I understand. And I think this is why this video is so needed. Because if there's any time where you need to actually pick up the phone and call somebody, it is now. Why is cold calling so important? Why does it work? Because it actually works, especially if you're looking for a job. Um, and also, who should you call? And how do you go about talking to them? Because there's a heart to expressing yourself and telling them about your skills. And what do you do if they say no? Do you just take no for an answer? You're going to be doing something that, trust me, 99% of the people applying for jobs are not doing. Most people apply and they wait. That's what they do. They send their resumes and they just wait for a call. There's very few people that are actually picking up the phone to say, hey, I sent my resume, but I'm interested. When can I book a call with you? Let's talk. This is who I am. I know that I'm the right person for the job. Absolutely very, very few people. So let's talk about first, who should you call? Now, you want to speak with anyone that's open to a conversation. As we know, the times right now, they're very, very hard. But even in times that are good, continually speak to people honestly throughout, even when you don't need a job. Your family is one. If you're someone where you come from a large family, take advantage of that and talk with your extended family, people, your auntie, your auntie's auntie. They may know someone who is looking to hire someone, right? And that could be an opportunity for you to get your first job. Another thing is your friends. Contact your friends. Let your friends know. If you're in a friend group, if you're in some sort of local community group, let them know, like, hey, I'm in the market. I'm looking for a first role. These are the certifications I've taken. These are the kind of trainings that I've done. Would you know anyone? Is your company hiring? I'm available. Please give me a chance. Another thing is also your acquaintances. So friends of friends. These people are not quite your friends. So it's like people that you kind of like know, maybe a professional relationship. Let them know that you're looking for work, right? And then professional associations as well. If you're part of any professional associations like cybersecurity, we have ISC Square, we have ISACA, we have so many groups, B-Sides, DEF CON, all those organizations, right? Take advantage of people you've met through those organizations to let them know that you're looking for a role. And as well, your alumni network, alumni from like your previous job, alumni or your school alumni. Speak with people who are part of your alumni network. I'm sure somebody in that alumni has a job. So speak with them and let them know, like, hey, how's it been? Long time. If you guys are looking for someone. And oftentimes there's often a referral bonus. So if someone referring you, they also have an advantage or like some sort of like incentive, right, to refer you. So they would want to refer you. You just have to let them know that you're looking. I have recruiters who reach out to me all the time asking me to if I'm interested in an opportunity, and they always say, do you know anyone who's interested? Can you let them know, since you're not like looking for a job? So I think it's really important to always let people know that you're looking for a job. Your college career centers are also opportunities to get a job. Sometimes companies would go through colleges, universities to hire from them. Job fairs are also being held. Usually now during a recession, those are not always. They're not more of. They don't happen frequently. But when the economy is really good, you can usually get see job fairs. The community and social groups, which I already mentioned, your personal professional contacts, so bankers, loan officers, lawyers, accountants, you frequently, these people know about businesses that are growing or relocating. So speak to people in your network and ask them, do you know like a business that's growing, looking to expand? Temporary staffing firms as well, staffing consulting firms as well are always hiring. They're always looking for people. So those are the list of people that you can contact, people that you should be speaking with about getting a job. So yes, pick up the phone and call these people. But what do you say when you call them? So this is a script that you can use, and I'll put it here on the screen. Is you can say, "Hello, my name is this. We met through the dash." Or wherever you met the person, and you can say, I'm currently seeking like new job opportunities. Can you suggest any openings within your company or elsewhere? I've been with this company for this time frame. Do you know anyone who might benefit from my skills? If they say no, you can say, thank you for your time. I appreciate if you pass along my resume to anyone who might be interested. And you can tell them, hey, look, I plan to follow up with you in about a month to see if any opportunities have risen up, or would that be acceptable? And a lot of the times they may say, sure, you want to follow up with me? Fine, that's okay. And there you go. So that's a good template that you can use to make those calls. And also make sure that you maintain records. So remember to keep detailed records of your calls, including the dates you call them, the contact information, and any other details. If you don't secure a job immediately, you need to follow up with them in 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. You have to continually remind them. 3 to 5 times is like a good number to remind someone so that they can remember. And that way, if something comes to them, say, oh, I remember this person, Bob, was telling me he needed a job. Sarah was telling me she needed a job. Let me check with her. Let me call her. And one thing I also want to point out how you can leverage the internet for job search. One of the beauties of the internet is that it can help you reach opportunities that you probably would not have the opportunity without the internet to reach. So global opportunities where you can work remotely, opportunities that where it's not just local anymore. You can also reach out to people who may be outside your geographical reach. So, for example, when you spot a job on LinkedIn and this job matches your skills, take note of that. Take note of that job. Reach out to the company and then ask about the person that's hiring for the role. You want to speak with the hiring manager. The hiring manager is the person that has a pain. They are the ones that really want to hire someone. They're the ones in need. They're the ones that are not gatekeeping. They're the ones that want to speak with someone who is qualified for the role. So you want to reach out to the manager, the person who is hiring for that role. Now, you can find the details of this person on the company website. The job would usually tell you this job, you'll be reporting to the director of cybersecurity. You'll be reporting to the senior manager of risk. So the job tells you oftentimes who you're reporting to. So you want to check for that person on the website. You want to Google them. You want to find their direct phone numbers, their email addresses. It's important that you phone them rather than email them. Because imagine if someone just sent you a random email of their resume, you probably just ignore it. I'm sure you have many other emails coming through as well. So you may not pay attention to it. So that's why it's important that you find their phone number. This direct approach of getting their phone number is so crucial. So let's say I couldn't find the director of cybersecurity, his phone number on the internet, but I know based on the job description that the job says I will be reporting to the director of cybersecurity. So what would I do? I'll call the company's number because you can always find the company's number. I'll call the company's number and I would ask whoever picks the call, please, can you direct me to the director of cybersecurity? And I'll say the person's name because obviously, if I search for the director of cybersecurity, I can get his name, even though I may not get his phone number on the internet, right? So I'll say, can you connect me with him? And they'll send me to his line. And when I get to his line, I can then introduce myself. Hey, my name is this. I am a cybersecurity specialist. Wherever you are, if you say that you talk about your unique feature. I have 5 years experience, or I have this certifications and training. Or if you're just looking to get into cybersecurity, I have this background. I have a background in banking, doing fraud prevention. I have a background in sales or nursing and healthcare. I've taken certifications in cybersecurity. And you introduce yourself. And then you say, I would like to discuss my potential contribution to your organization. Would tomorrow morning at this time or tomorrow afternoon at this time work for you? So once you say that, right? Now the response that you may get, they may say, sorry, there are no openings. And you can say, I understand that there are no openings right now. However, I believe that my skills could be valuable to you in the future. Can we meet briefly to explore potential opportunities tomorrow morning or afternoon? So the way you think about a job search is even if you don't get the job, even in interviews, if you don't get a job, you ask yourself, how can I keep this relationship? How can I continue to build this relationship? Because just because they didn't hire you today doesn't mean that there won't be more job opportunities in the future, next year, 2 years down the line. So you still want to nurture that relationship. Another response you could get is if they ask you to email the resume, you can say, I understand while I can email you the resume, my resume is just one dimensional. It doesn't speak to all the qualities that I bring as an employee. I would prefer to have a face to face conversation or a one on one that would complement my resume. I can drop by tomorrow morning or afternoon to, talk about my accomplishments and how that will benefit your organization. That's what you can say, right? So don't just say, yeah, okay, I'll read my resume. Let them know, like, be persistent and saying, yes, I can send you my resume, but that doesn't say everything that you need to know about me. It's just too small to say just how great you are. So let them know that you want to have that one-on-one conversation, also to get to know them, but to tell them about who you are and what you can do for them. If they just say, fine, I just want you to email me your resume, then you can say, I understand. I will send my resume, but can I call you tomorrow to confirm that you received my resume? And what that means is you're saying that, okay, I'll send you my resume, but I'm going to call back again to ask that we meet in person. Because again, my resume is just one dimensional. So you can really see that there's persistency, but there's persistency with respect. And what that really does is like this person respects you because like, wow, this person is so persistent and they know what they want. Another response that you can get is, so what if they just say, absolutely not, I'm not interested, thank you so much. Then you can just say, okay, thank you so much for your time, but do you know of any other opportunities within your organization, or do you know a colleague who is hiring who we can benefit from my skills and me as an employee? So what that really does is, okay, I know you're not hiring, but do you know someone who knows someone who I can speak with? And if they say, okay, I'll connect you with this person, or I know this person, then you can take the number and speak with that person. If they tell you someone you can contact, you want to ask if you can use their name as a reference. and say, this person referred me to you. So it's important because I think once you have that referral, not I think, I know from my experience, like once you have that referral, the person feels more likely receptible towards you because there's already that connection that's being built. So that's important. So you want to end the call by just expressing your intention to follow up. If the call doesn't go the way you want, make sure you end the call by expressing your intention to follow up with them again in 30 days for potential opportunities or referrals. Because as you know, is things do change. They may be hiring tomorrow, even if you're not the person they hired today, or if you're not hiring right now. There are lots of opportunities that come up. You see people who have the skills, but they don't get a job. It's because getting a job isn't just about your skills. It's not just about your knowledge. It's also about all those other things that you do to make yourself stand out. So you're being compared to all the other people that are applying for the same job. It's not just you. So it's important that we see ourselves not just based on our own views, but we're able to see ourselves from also the perspective of the employer, that you're competing for that job with so many people who are probably, maybe, I don't want to say probably, with people who are, just as strong as you are, or some are stronger. So what can you do to set yourself apart from the crowd? Because remember, skills don't get you, just having the skills don't get you hired. There are a lot of other factors that come into play that you can use to stand out: persistency, resiliency, proactivity. So take advantage of that, and I wish you good luck on your job search. Don't forget to subscribe, and like, and share the video. Let me know if you have any comments. Let me know what kind of videos you want to see. I hope this video helps. I have so many videos on this channel to help you get started, to help prepare you for cybersecurity job market, for a cybersecurity career. So make sure to take a look at these videos, and I'm sure lots of them will help you. If there's anything that's not here, let me know, and I'll be happy to provide that to you. Have a beautiful day, and I'm so grateful for your support.